I've developed products in the outdoor industry for over 20 years, and I continue to be baffled as to why the mummy bag is still considered an acceptable sleeping solution. It's light and it's warm, but it severely restricts your natural movement. It was never designed to let us sleep the way that we naturally sleep. I wanted to create a sleeping bag that combined the warmth and the weight of a mummy bag with the ability to just sleep naturally, like you do in your bed at home. It shouldn't matter if you're a side or a stomach or a back sleeper, and it shouldn't matter whether you want to sleep in a tent or a hammock or on a couch in the back of your car, or whether it's going to be warm or cold out that night. A sleeping bag ought to do all those things.
Introducing the Zen Bivy Bed, the world's first freestyle backcountry sleeping bag that lets you sleep in whatever position you want to, wherever you want to. The Zen Bivy Bed combines a backpacking quilt with a fitted sheet and hood that zips into place on top of the quilt rather than on the edges, freeing it to spread out or wrap snugly around you without pinning you to the mattress.
By thinking outside the box and using the warmth of your pad and eliminating the weight of insulation underneath you and rethinking zippers, we've been able to reallocate the same weight into the places that you really need it for comfort.
Because you can sleep with the quilt zipped or unzipped or anywhere in between, the Zen Bivy Bed lets you sleep comfortably in the backcountry, regardless of whether it's spring, summer, or fall. If it's cold outside, curl up with the quilt comfortably zipped into the hood and wrapped snugly around you for warmth, creating a draft-free night's sleep. When it's warm or hot outside, sleep with the quilt partially or fully unzipped, letting you easily regulate your temperature to sleep more comfortably. Arms in, arms out, legs in, legs out, just like you would in your bed at home.
It's perfect for the backcountry because you get the portability and the warmth of a mummy bag, but you free yourself from the compromises.
Why be entombed in a mummy bag when you can sleep freestyle in any position, any temperature, anywhere?
If you need a pack that can keep up with your fast and light pace, look no further than the Ohm Pack from ULA. Weighing barely over 2 pounds, this lightweight pack won't slow you down. The frame in the pack consists of a U-shaped suspension hoop that will flex with your body and help you transfer the weight of your pack to the hip belt. This hip belt is awesome. The pockets are large enough to stash a couple of snacks and your camera. The 4 straps at the front allow you to dial in a perfect fit. The contoured shoulder straps feature load lifters, removable water bottle holsters, and removable hand loops. With ULA's custom 210 Robic fabric throughout, this pack is made to stand the test of time. On the front of the pack, there's a stretchy pocket that gobbles up lots of gear for easy on-trail access during the day. There are also retention loops for your ice axe or trekking poles. The side pockets are plenty deep and are a great place to stash your water bottles. The static side compression system allows you to tighten up your load top to bottom so there is zero shifting as you go cruising down the trail. For the ones who like to travel light but still need a fully featured pack with a real suspension system, there's the ULA Ohm. We promise, you won't be disappointed.
Hi, I'm Glenn with Gossamer Gear, here to show you how to set up your new One shelter. First, set your trekking poles to 125 centimeters. If you're using the segmented poles, then they'll already be the right length. For stakes, you'll need a minimum of 6 stakes to set up your shelter. I like to use some beefy stakes for the main tie-outs, 2 main stakes, and then you'll need a minimum of 4 stakes for the 4 corners. So, remove the shelter from the stuff sack. Now the Gossamer Gear logo's on the head end of the tent. Take your first two corner stakes and set up the lines so they're at about a 45-degree angle to the shelter. Then take one of your poles and one of your big stakes. Slide the top of the pole into the peak at the rear of the tent. Put the tip of the pole into the grommet provided and stake out the rear. Keep in mind the pole will be not exactly vertical. It's designed to tilt towards you as you're setting it up. You take your other pole, and then pull out the front of the tent. And you go around and tighten the tent to get the wrinkles out. And you're ready to enjoy your new one.
Hi, this is John from Flat Cat Gear, and what you're looking at, this is the new Bobcat 2.0. Now, the stove has been completely redesigned, and it's taken a long time to get this stove off the ground. The reason being was the original Bobcat stove was a pretty good stove. But now the stove, Bobcat 2.0, it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit lighter. It's about 4 grams lighter. It's a little bit faster. It's about 30 to 45 seconds faster to boil 2 cups of water. And it's more fuel efficient. So there's a number of big bonuses for this stove. The other thing, it's made very consistent. It's a very consistent stove to manufacture. It's allowed me to come up with a new simmer ring, similar to the one that's used on the snow leopard system. A lot of customers just want to do simmering; they don't want to do baking. So this gives me a nice low-cost option. This is going to be in the store for $12.50. You can still do the bacon simmer ring, but that's a complex part to make. So that price is going to go up. The simmering, again, is only going to be $12.50, so it's pretty economical. And this is going to be used, the same simmering is going to be used on the snow leopard system. So let me get some water boiling and show you the difference between a full boil and simmer. Here we've got a full-on boil. Just going to slip that on. There we go. We'll come back in a minute. You can see with the new simmering on, we've got a very nice, gentle boil now. So what I've done is the original bacon simmer ring would drop the stove down to about 75 to 100 watts. This drops it down to about 75, maybe a little bit less than 75. So it's a much more gentle simmer.